Freddie, why don't we call one of your friends and see all these friends that are texting you. Let's call one of them and see if they're going to put their money where their mouth is.
Which friend do you want me to call?
Whoever you want.
How about we call my friend Rabbi Rechnitz in Los Angeles? Ask if he wants to make a donation right now. I'll give you his number. Hold on a second.
Okay, guess what? We got him on the line.
Uh-huh.
We have him on the line. Freddie, take it away.
Shlomo Yehuda.
Hello.
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 Hi, Shlomo Yehuda. You're live on the Oorah Radiothon with Rabbi Friedman, Rabbi Katz, and Rabbi Kravitz.
And Shlomo Yehuda, I don't know if you noticed, but the Shir Chodesh, your Sefer, was quoted quite a few times on the show. Thank you for your wonderful insights.
My wife is this real, Freddie?
Yes, this is real. You're on the radio right now.
Mm-hmm.
And what we're doing is we're requesting for you a pledge. For $100, you get a five-ish plush
$250.
Oh, I'm sorry. For $250,
you get a plush five-ish
or
the five-ish linen. I mean,
you get
these
one
are just
entry.
great stuff.
You get one entry into each one.
Shlomo Yehuda, I know that these are extremely appealing to you. The five-ish linen and the food processor. And I think if you up your donation to $360, we can maybe perhaps get you in on this ancient dinner.
Yeah, dinar.
Oh,
not
dinar.
A
Oh, I'm
not
sorry.
an ancient dinner.
I thought this was a dinner, and it's actually a dinar. Shlomo Yehuda, you still there, or you hung up already?
No, I'm here. I'm here.
Well, this is Rabbi Kravitz.
Hannah,
This is Rabbi Kravitz.
you're watching the program. Am I on?
You're on.
Shlomo Yehuda, we're talking about the Shidduch crisis, and in Los Angeles, and I actually spoke about what you've done to help alleviate the crisis. Maybe you could share your thoughts and perhaps end it with a pledge.
How did I alleviate the process for the program?
Well, first of all, if you give right now $360 to Oorah, there will be some sort of an alleviation with the Rebbitzins program. Right.
Well, as Shidduchim seems to be near and dear to your heart, if you'd like to make your pledge in honor of the Shidduchim program, the Rebbitzins program, we're totally for it. And I also recall that your daughter, who Freddie was Meshadach, was a staff member by us in the zone. So welcome aboard. And Freddie, this is Freddie's friend. Freddie's telling me all night that his friends are texting him and making donations. So I said, call one. And unlucky for you, he called you first. And we'll leave it at that. Freddie?
Shlomo Yehuda?
Well, look, in honor of Freddie, I'll commit $18,000.
Now, thank you, Shlomo Yehuda. In honor of me, you could just taken me out to reserve cut, by the way. It would have been a lot cheaper and a lot more satisfying for me. But seriously,
the Oorah guys on Perm can't come then.
Right. They can't come for their 180. Unless for a plush five-ish. For a plush five-ish, you do.
We'll
Yehuda,
take him out.
but we're weighing in over here on the Shidduch crisis, and we wanted to know what your thoughts are.
You want my real thoughts?
Yes.
Yep. There's no 7-second delay. So
There is no tape delay here, and you're not being edited, and there's about 350,000 people listening in.
I doubt that, but I was actually talking to Rabbi Bender today, so I'll tell you what I my thought, and of course I just want to preface it by saying I'm not a Shotson, I'm definitely not highly or heavily involved with Shidduchim, but there's clearly no question that the problem today is the age gap. First, actuaries have shown it. You really don't need actuaries. You can any basic person can understand it. All the Rosh Hashivas have come out with Kolkars that boys should get married younger. So my position is that there's one group of people who are responsible for this shidduch crisis. And I'm putting all the pressure on them because they're the only ones who can take care of it. And those are the 20-year-old boys who are out there. You heard it from your Rosh Hashiva. You know that what you're going to do is going to help a massive problem, a real problem, a growing problem among Klal Yisrael, and you be the pioneer. You be the first one to go out and to do it. You started. You be from your chaver to do it. That's number one. Number two, I believe, is that there will probably be a lower divorce rate. Not that, Baruch Hashem, we have a high divorce rate, but it'll be lower because when someone's 20 and they get married, they're not as set in their ways. And it's easier for them to acclimate and to get along and grow together with their spouse. Well, someone who's 23 or 24, 25, they're usually already set in their ways, and, like they say, people don't change. So I think that the Rosh Hashivas have already said what should be done. The projects have come out. All the benefit programs and all the people who are trying to help have helped, and it's now up to one subgroup of people, and that's the 20-year-olds. Be that pioneer. You step up, you do it, and I'll tell you one thing. If you're not doing it for yourself, do it for your daughter, Mirat Hashem. Because in Mirat Hashem, one day you're going to have a daughter. And if you want to see your daughter not be in the position that so many of these girls are in, this is the way to save her today.
Yeah, Yehuda, and by the way, one last, first of all, he happened literally
Mr. Rechnitz, the Rosh Hashivas that are pushing the boys should start at 20 are also pushing that the girls shouldn't start till they're 20 or 21. Do you believe in that?
I'm not on top of the educational system, but if they're starting today at 19 and the boys will start at 20, I think we'll get through 90% of the problem. But I definitely see today in Los Angeles, we see class after class. I've just got into it a little bit because my daughter, Baruch Hashem, got married, and shout out to Freddie for being the Schatzen. And I see that out of all the girls in her class and the class above her, such a small percentage, and I mean less than 10% of girls have gotten married or engaged. So the fact that there's only 10% that people think are not going to be married, I strongly disagree with that, especially in out-of-town communities.
Anyway,
In out-of-town communities, it is a real crisis.
Shlomo Yehuda, you got more airtime than Sadek did tonight, so we're going to wrap this up. But first of all, I want to say that he always puts his money where his mouth is, not just in Stucca, but actually his own son-in-law was 20 years old when he was engaged. So he says it, he believes it. And thank you very much. Tiskal Mitzvahs.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll speak later tonight.
Okay, a good vach.
A good vach.